One, two, three. Whenever you are, we can start.
It's already start?
Yeah, I mean it's recording.
Nice. We're looking good, right?
Yeah, I am looking good.
Okay, then same.
Hi guys.
Hi.
This is the new start to the agriculture. I forgot my channel's name basically. Agriculture for the rest of us, which is the rest of you. And I have an exciting episode today. Every episode is usually exciting, I think. But this one is very special because I have a guest from India. And I'm hoping that some of you know that I'm from India. At least my skin tone shows that.
You could actually be Sri Lankan,
Yeah, that's
Bangladeshi,
true.
or
I could be
Pakistani.
Pakistani.
So I wouldn't go with the stereotype.
Yeah, it's stereotype myself basically. But welcome to the show, and today we're going to, I don't know if you will see the image now of what we eat. I have my friend here, Joanna, and I think so it's better that she introduces herself and then we talk about the food. Can you tell us a bit about who you are, what are you doing right now?
Cool. Yeah. So I'm Joanna Coelho. I'm from India as well, as you mentioned, and yeah, I'm from the tiniest state, the most coolest state. I'm from Goa. So if you ever Google it, it's a fun place to be. A lot of beaches, a lot of churches, a lot of pubs, a lot of drinking. They call it like the Indian Amsterdam. Like Goa is usually called that. I'm not sure if you know that, but I mean you get it why I'm saying that. Yeah, Goa is one of the few states that's mostly Catholic. So we have a lot of agriculture. We are quite agriculture oriented. A lot of coconuts, a lot of rice, a lot of cashews, like cashew apples. Yeah, my dad, he has like a small, decent plot of land which is turned into agriculture. So we also grow our own.
What do you grow?
Oh, we grow our own rice.
What?
Yeah, we grow like we
rice. We're doing a rice episode, guys. I did not know that she had. Actually, she just told it to me just before the video started, and I was like, "Why did you say that before the video started?" But yeah, I don't know if you missed it, but Goa is a province in India, so it's like I think so. You mentioned something about that, and it's very interesting because when people talk about food, I would say at least. Rice, south of India is more people
rice.
said, but Goa is so small that sometimes we forget it. I would.
Oh no!
No, not forget it. Like literally, of course, everyone knows Goa is there. Everyone wants to go there, but in terms of food, sometimes I think so. Just because it's so touristic and.
Yeah. Oh yeah, true. A lot of alcohol, cheap alcohol.
We're not encouraging alcohol consumption on this channel, but yeah, the video gets like 10 kids watch this.
Oh no, about 18, please.
But yeah, let's get to the food. What did you make? And you guys can see the picture right now.
Yeah, so it's basically like the staple for Goa is fish, curry and rice, and the curry is also usually fish. So we usually eat a lot of fish. I do not know the English words for them, but I know mackerel, which we have today. We've fried it and stuffed it with onions and like turmeric and chili powder and stuff. We also put half of the fish in the curry, and we had a really cool roommate who gave us some prawns. So we have prawns as well in them.
Shout out to Julia. Now you're part of this video.
Yeah, and that's it. Like, yeah, usually the curries with prawns or like mackerels or like sardines you can do.
Yeah,
nice.
I'm gonna dig in.
Oh, cool.
I'm going to dig in Indian style. I think this is the first time on video that I do the Indian
Really?
style,
Oh,
like in
others
this channel.
usually eat with spoon.
Yeah, because I'm eating with someone from, I don't know, Mexico or Brazil, and usually they don't eat with their hands.
Interesting.
So.
Oh. Oh yeah, and we usually in India, since we also grow our own coconuts and stuff, we use fresh coconuts, not.
Oh yeah, so I can kind of taste it. That there is like the, yeah, of course I was there while cooking, but the coconut, yeah, this is fish that's based on coconut.
Yeah.
How much would you say, just like putting questions in there, because we're talking about rice and
Mhm.
we want to know how much
Yeah.
would you say is rice part of the diet in India, like usually? What do you think? Of course, we're not going for like facts. We're students
Yeah.
here, but yeah, what is your perception? What do you think, like in India and then in Goa?
I would say yeah. If we're going for India, then I would say the north, like you had mentioned, has more like rotis, flatbread, chapatis, and stuff. South of India is mostly rice and curry. A lot of rice, like dosa is also rice.
Yeah,
Idli is rice.
yeah, it's like
Everything,
a
a lot
rice,
of rice.
fermented rice
A
and
lot of
products.
fermented rice products.
Yeah,
And you
also
have
rice.
desserts with rice,
Yes,
like rice
everything.
puddings. Like the Greeks have a similar thing,
I
rice
think so.
pudding.
Someone must have built their house with rice. Maybe I'm just like guessing. I don't know if that happened. Yeah, because like I also realized that when I'm from the south of India, but I lived in Maharashtra, which is in kind of the west of India, and they eat
Just
more.
above Goa.
Yeah, they eat more. They don't eat that much rice as much as South Indians. Yeah,
What do you guys eat then mostly?
it's chapatis or something.
Okay.
Chapati.
So that's probably where the line starts, the blurry line of going to
Yeah.
flatbread.
Yes.
Probably.
And then when I go to south of India, because I'm so used to eating chapati, when I go to south of India, they give us so much rice. Although I'm from the south of India, I cannot eat that much rice.
Oh no.
This shows how different within India itself, like rice eaters are. Like basically, people in south of India. I remember we had roommates who would say that who were from the north of India. If they went to the south, they were like, "Oh, there's only rice. Where can I find bread?" And from the south, if they went to the north, would say the same thing. And about they would say the same thing, that we can't find like rice basically. So food is so important sometimes. About Goa, like which is what is how, like you say, Maharashtra is the blurry line. So I'm guessing that
Yeah.
there is more rice grown in.
Yeah, a lot. Because at least as far as I remember, it's been 2 years since I've been in Milan, and I'm saying this. We had rice 2 times a day. Like lunch, dinner is usually rice. A lot of rice actually. And yeah, for us, like having something like chapati or even noodles or something is quite different, sort of exotic, I would say. Not like, yeah, you get it. It's not usual. Rice is like the daily.
And something that Joanna did not mention, or she did, and I forgot, is that she studies food technology
Ooh, yeah. I did not
here at
mention.
Wageningen University in the Netherlands. And I was thinking, what is rice and wheat also, I could say, but like rice is one of the older grains, and like you said, like there is, you can eat rice and then you can make fermented products and a lot of things out of that. What is your view in terms of changing consumption patterns in terms of this old like rice, which is not old, it's just people have been eating rice for millennia, and what is your idea, because just getting a bit of touch from how this food technology is about, like innovation in food and all these fancy words like gastronomy and things. Just curious what you think, like.
I'm pretty sure this rice that we are probably eating is not what it used to be, because I'm as far as I know, it has been genetically modified. I mean, there are a lot of things that's genetically modified and we don't even realize, like bananas and stuff. But yeah, I think because it used to give less yield and it used to require, and it didn't really grow on marshy lands. Like now, like rice requires like a lot of water. So we usually grow it like in the monsoon season or like the rainy season in India. They are basically right now. Yeah, so you do need soil that sort of grabs that much water. It's sort of clayey.
Yeah. But I was wondering in terms of rice as a product, which is now we're
Yeah.
eating just rice like
Yeah.
this. But do you see that it can be transformed into? There are already certain products. Like I know there are certain companies that sell like
Those rice crackers.
yeah, well, rice crackers is the oldest form. But do you think there is a chance for rice as eaten traditionally as rice transforming into something else in the future? Or you think
I think it's already being transformed quite a bit because now you have normal rice that you just cook with boiling water. You
this
have
is
like
basmati rice that we have?
there are like so many varieties of rice. It's
Yeah.
crazy. But also like I also think like, you have rice crackers. There's also something called flaked rice that we have in India that we usually have for breakfast and stuff. Poha. That's a whole new different category. It's like dried rice and then you rehydrate it and have it. Then
That's
there's
also food technology. It's really nice.
yeah, and then there is also like desserts, rice, and then you can also sushi and stuff. Like it's
yeah, now we're going into Japan.
yeah, but it's crazy.
But it's coming back to the point because you said there's so many different types of rice.
It's already there, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, like we're eating basmati rice.
Hmm?
Do you have any idea of like how many types of rice usually are there in Goa?
So many. And I honestly don't know how to differentiate them, but
I
my
think that's
parents
quite
they just look at it and they're like, oh, this is this rice. They just like grab it in their hands and they touch and they're like, oh, this is this rice. But I don't know how to do that.
Yeah.
But yeah, there are a lot of varieties.
And just yeah, it's like something that we figured out. There's a lot of different rices in India, and because there's so many different climatic conditions and people live in different areas and grow it in different places, so the rice can be quite different. I was wondering, what do you think of rice now that we have this climate change agenda ahead of us? And rice consumes so much water and kind of also destroys the soil and things like that. Do you think, as a person, as a person who's like studying and thinking about the future, because you and I are the people who inherit this world, most likely the people who are watching this also.
Yeah.
Do you think that do you think there is a need for changes in how rice is grown or something like that? And I think there could be a role of food technology somehow in that. It's a big question, I see it, but whatever you feel like.
Yeah, I think it's already quite developed because like previously on a large area you would still have low yield, but now you have like quite a lot of yield in like a small square meter. Yeah, like one stalk produces more rice now than it did before. And
Yeah, that is true.
I wouldn't necessarily say it destroys the soil, but I think it would depend on like how the person actually grows it. I mean, how it's grown and what you cultivate after the rice whole harvesting season is over. I wouldn't necessarily say that it would destroy the land, but yeah, it does require quite some water. So I mean, for Goa it's convenient because you just get nature's water, but
Yeah, and right now we're getting a lot of water in India. But yeah, I mean, I understand what you say, especially in the case of Goa. But I think for some other parts in India where rainfall is reducing can be a problem in the
True.
future. So there are a lot of questions to think about. Right now, we're going to get back to eating. Thank you for watching this episode, and I hope that you learned a bit more about rice in India. Thank you, Giovanna, for being a part of this episode. Like she approves.
I approve. The food is good though. I'm happy.
Yeah, you cooked it. Had to be. See you guys. Take care. Bye bye.
Bye bye.